Hey tea heads, this is Don and Celine from Mayleaf. Today we're going to be trying out one of those recipes that we saw on social media to brew tea, to check it out, see if it's any good and see if it needs improving. The recipe, you've seen it, right?
Yes, I have seen it. You cut it, you take out the juice and stuff in it. Depulp it, then you heat it or you don't heat it. You put tea in it.
You put tea in it, you bake it. After baking it, you punch some holes in it, you brew it, and it makes delicious tea. And usually on these social media feeds, it's all filmed so beautifully.
It's beautiful.
There's a lovely soft focus in the background. It's all lovely. But does it taste good?
That's what I want.
That's what it's all about. So let's get stuck in.
Let's do it.
So we're going to cut this orange.
Yeah, should I do it?
No, I can do it. Do we do half?
I'll take the stuff
Maybe
out.
a bit less than half to give it a bit
less than half.
All right, so we're going to go here. Now, the depulping is going to be a bit of an annoyance, I think. You can try that.
I think I can handle it. I think I've done enough oranging for Ayana.
For a little girl.
To do it.
Okay, yeah, it looks good. Doing a pretty good job. Okay, orange depulped, as you can see, looking good. Although it's still got a bit of residue, but you can't do anything about that. Now we're going to punch, what do you reckon, one hole, two holes?
A big hole. Okay.
Well, it's going to be stuffed with tea, right?
That's true.
One hole like that?
One hole.
One hole.
One hole.
And then we're going to put some tea in. And we're going to put in some superior cumin.
Oh, nice.
Just because it was a black tea in the video.
It was a black tea.
And it looked cumin-like. So I'm going to put that in here. Nice.
Wow, that's a proper gone for brew serve.
Yeah, and you could like make that little Guy One lid. I've seen other stuff like that where they sort of use it as a Guy One lid. There's lots of fun things out there, but I'm always suspicious that they're just little fatty things that aren't actually going to do anything. Right, so now we're going to go over here. We're going to turn this bubba on.
Yep. Heat that orange up.
And we're going to bake it. So we're just sort of heating it, warming it. I guess the idea is that all of the essential oils in the orange skin are going to make their way through to... You didn't like that?
No. I could have eaten
We can still use it.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll be a bit tea flavoured.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, so the heat will infuse the tea leaves with an orangey flavour. So that's now hot. We're going to put that on there. And we're just going to sort of bake it a little bit.
I just wonder if the whites of the orange is going to make it bitter.
That is exactly my concern as well. Is it going to be pithy?
Yeah, pithy.
And also how much of that, the essential oils which are on the outside of the skin are going to go into the tea?
Exactly. Maybe it's by going through, it might hit underneath the skin.
There will be some transfer, but I don't know how much. Okay, so that looks pretty scorched to me. I mean, I could go more, but it's starting to get quite soggy. So I'm going to turn this off. Right, now we've got some hot water here.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's hot. Right, let's pull out
Done.
a gong da bei.
Cups.
And I mean, it looks kind of cool. You put that on there. That's kind of funky. I kind of like it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Looks good, right?
It looks good.
So we're not going to be rinsing our tea, obviously.
Obviously.
We've got 90-degree water, 93 degrees. That should be okay for cumin. All right, here we go. Our first try at this orange brewed tea.
Does it work?
Well, it doesn't. Nothing's coming out. So let's just see what's going on here.
It's too much leaves?
I don't know. All right. First issue, drainage. There we go. Maybe
Lovely.
because I baked it, it like closed the hole.
That's true.
All right, let's see.
I think you need more water.
Yeah, we're gonna now let the water infuse down. Clearly the drainage is one of the issues. When we saw it on Instagram, it was like perfect drainage. Now I'm making a mess, aren't I? But
did they put the same amount of leaves? I can't remember.
Well, you know me. Always a lot of leaves. All right, come on. Yeah, it's not very happy, is it? But it's draining.
It is draining. We will have some tea.
I guess you want sort of about 30 seconds or so in terms of a drain. So this is probably more. I probably put a bit too much leaf in.
Do you want to take some out?
No, it's fine, it's fine. So, you know, as I said, all of these shots that you see on Instagram are carefully choreographed. I wonder how many times they've actually shot them. And they all look so beautiful and soft focus. That ain't us. We're just about trying to get it right. Not happy with that. But anyway, we can taste it. So let's
2 cups. There you go.
Let's put the
orange
in the guy one.
Yeah.
Let's tidy up this mess. All right. Here you go. Put it on. Let's taste this tea. So this is our first sample of the orange black tea.
Alrighty.
Done in a very messy style.
As we do.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
The social media sensation. I can smell the orange. That's nice.
Oh, true.
Pithy.
Oh my gosh, so pithy.
Pithy.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, so the first problem is that white pith, you can taste it. This is not bitterness that comes from the tea.
No.
That is bitterness that comes from pith.
That's pith.
And I suspected, or you suspected, and we both suspected, pith may be an issue.
Yeah.
So the first issue was drainage. The second issue was pithiness.
Yeah. Taste, if there wasn't a pithiness, I think would be quite nice.
But my issue is it's a little bit orangey.
A bit too orangey. I feel like it's covering the tea too much.
It's a little bit too, bright orangey rather than deep orangey. So I think we need to change the citrus fruit.
Yeah.
I bought tangerine, so we're going to test that out. So first problem, drainage. Second problem, pithiness. Big problem, pithiness. Third problem is the oranginess of it.
Yeah.
Tea type is all right. I think it could match, but we're going to have to look at that a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't say that was a success. I wouldn't be going back to it.
No.
So we're going to have to sort of sit down and think about how we're going to improve this. Okay, so the first thing we want to sort out is orange right or is tangerine right? So I've got an orange and a tangerine here. We've got the same tea in here, Keeman. What we're going to do is we're just going to take
some zest.
Zest of orange and stick it in here.
Nice.
And we're going to take some zest of tangerine and put it in the other one. There's a bit more of the tangerine, isn't it? We've got to make it even. Something like that. And we're going to just brew them up and see which one we prefer, because that's the easiest way to test it rather than doing all of the palaver with the holes. That way we can be one thing at a time. Let's just take it like one element at a time.
I'm intrigued. I feel like the tangerine will be sweeter.
Tangerine just generally has more aromatics, doesn't it? They're more deeper set, the aromatics, and I think that they're richer.
Yeah, and also just smelling them, look, that's more sweet compared to that.
It's not just, I actually don't find it more sweet. I find it more like complex.
Okay.
Whereas that one, it just feels like when we drank it, it was just a bit orangey, straight up orangey.
True.
So, yep, you pour that one. All right.
All right.
Let's see which one we prefer. Here you go. Taste a bit of orange.
Thank you very much. Okay, I get the tea. I get the orange.
Nice. First of all, that's nicer
very nice.
than that.
Yeah, much nicer.
Currently, as it stands, don't do that. Just put some zest in with your tea. Much easier, much better, but less Instagrammable.
Yeah, very much
less TikToky.
Yeah, but you don't get the pithiness of it. It's smooth, it's sweet. The orange isn't overpowering, which is nice.
But it is still a bit simple.
But it's still a bit orangey.
Okay, have a taste of that one.
Okay. Oh, I prefer that.
Just by the smell.
You're right, it's more complex. So you get some of the orange note, but it's not so orangey. It's like a bit more of a deeper kind of resinous note.
Yeah, it somehow blends with the tea a little bit more, right?
So
At
much
least
nicer.
with smell.
Yeah. Tangerine all the way.
100%.
Tangerine all the way.
Tangerine wins. Tangerine comes from Tangiers. Originally comes from China.
Yeah.
Then was imported into Europe via Morocco. Tangiers, tangerine. A little bit of knowledge for you.
Very nice.
That is so much better.
That is so
more resinous, more in keeping with tea.
It's a bit like orange blossom honey or something.
Yeah,
you know?
so much better. Okay, so that's an easy decision. Let's move this to the side. This is going to be our little area of mess.
runs.
All right, can we get another tangerine out? We're going to be eating lots of oranges and tangerines a bit later on. All right, so now the next thing we need to work out is pithy.
Okay.
The pithiness situation. And obviously the problem is if you're going to brew in it, the pith is going to be there.
Yeah, because it'd be nice if you could hit the...
You could reverse it somehow.
Oh, yeah. So you get more of the zest and less of the pithiness.
You can't reverse the whole tangerine, but what you could potentially do is... So because this is smaller, the tangerine, we're going to have to cut higher up, I think.
Yeah.
So you've got more room, right? So I reckon about a third.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that.
Oh, it's juicy.
Oh, it's so juicy. Look at the difference. Take that orange.
Goodness.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That is
That's
a beautiful colour. Sorry.
There you go. All right. Now,
Should I? No. I think it's...
I think I can... Yeah, you see? Tangerines
You can just use your
have
finger.
an easier peelability as well.
Wow.
They separate.
But you don't want to break the...
Oh, a little breakage. Damn it. It's all right. If you were slower, you could do it.
You can do it. Just push it out. There you go. Good
There
job.
you go. Okay, so that was fun. Yeah, not such a mess. All right, now you can clean up all of that. Now you've got a lovely little shell here. Now the question is whether or not this, because if I can flip it, then I could put it in.
That's true.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Ooh.
Just slowly, catchy monkey. Yeah, that works. Okay, now you can peel these off.
Okay, I really want to
Put these in, yeah, you can eat them. Go for it.
Thank you.
Munch away. Okay, so
Oh, so sweet.
now we've got like a little lid stroke cup. Will that work? Yes, it will. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now we're cooking with gas.
But you need holes?
Yeah, holes are going to go in. So now, holes.
Straight in the middle. Okay.
Let's put a few in now, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because clearly last time it was insufficient holage. Okay, so I put 5 in.
Yeah.
Now, cool.
This.
Now we've got to turn this on. And let's get some tea and put some tea in here. That looks better, right? This looks better, I think. Again,
Very nice.
hide. That, I think, looks better. No pith, or very little, is going to cause issues. But we got double layer, so the hole might be an issue. But let's see. All right, go for it.
Same as last
A
time?
little bit more than that, and you were good. All right, cool. All right, now, the other thing is I didn't really taste the bake on that. Did you taste the bake?
I didn't, actually. I didn't.
You know what we should do?
What?
Let's just stop. Let's get another tangerine.
Okay.
And we're going to do another one.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it unbaked.
Okay.
And see if it makes a difference.
Good idea.
All right, so this is what we decided to do. We've got 3 tangerines here. One of them has got the zest on the inside, and we're going to bake it. The other one does not. The zest is still here. And we're going to bake it with it like this, just on the pith, and then we're going to take it out and put the this zest in and see how it goes. Obviously that's a bit more fiddly, but we just need to check whether or not that makes any difference. And here we're going to do one which is going to be just unbaked.
Okay.
Just to see like whether or not the baking is actually worthwhile, because if not, what's the point of all the palaver?
True.
So these two go in. This one we're going to leave to the side. 3 oranges or tangerines. They all have the zest folded in so that you've got no pithiness. So we're not going to brew with pith, okay? Which was really a problem with the original. One of them has been baked with the zest in, one of them is baked without the zest in, and one of them's unbaked. Yeah. Right? So hopefully this gives us some good idea about what's going on here. Now let's check out the drainage. Come on.
You can do...
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
It's so messy.
This is a messy thing. This whole idea is a bit messy. Anyway, it's draining a bit better.
Yeah, it is. I just wonder how well it's infusing the tea though.
Well, that's the other problem. How are you going to do it so that you just put the water in, it stays in, and then punch a hole in afterwards? Yeah, that's just not possible. No. Already, this is a giant mess. All right, let's see how messy this one is. Okay, that one's all right. That one's doing all right.
So, no breakages on here, and you're okay.
All right, so you've got the 3 here, and you can see the one that was baked with the zest is darker. The one that was baked without the zest, but then the zest put in afterwards, is lighter. And I think this is lighter still. So the unbaked one, although not that much difference, that's right? True. But still enough. All right, let's put these to the side. Oh, this one's a bit fragile. I'll put it over here. Right, let's give them a taste.
All right.
So here we go. This is going to give us a lot of information about the best way to handle these bakes and whether or not the bake actually makes a huge difference. But judging by color, it does. It does. All right, let's start with unbaked.
All right.
The nicest, I mean, definitely for sure. First of all, not pithy.
Not pithy.
So there's using the zest and putting it inside as a layer definitely works. Reduces that bitterness that comes from pithiness.
100%.
The flavor's nice.
It's nice. It's just a bit light with the tea, like on the tea. I feel like maybe it could be a little bit...
What?
Stronger.
What, the tea flavor?
Yeah.
Okay, but then that's the problem with drainage, because you need to you need to somehow work out how to slow down the drainage.
Yeah.
Which I think is a big challenge.
It tastes quite similar to if you just put the tea and the zest.
With the zest, yeah.
In the guy one.
Well, that's absolutely right. That is so much easier. Okay, here we go. This one.
Okay. Cheers. Cheers.
Okay. For sure the bake makes a difference.
Oh my goodness.
And I think it's more than just putting the essential oils into the tea. I think it does 2 things. It changes the nature of the essential oils, so they become a little bit deeper and a bit more like caramelized. And I think it also does something to the tea. That is actually really quite delicious.
It's way more warm.
Yeah.
You know, when you said caramel, I was thinking that is more caramelized in taste.
That works well.
That's
currently
the best one
my
so
favorite.
Far. Yeah.
All right, this one here.
So that one was, how did that one go? What was
this one is the fully baked with the zest in, and that is for sure the absolute tops, because of the fact that that heat is going through and it's affecting all of it's causing all of that zest, which is in direct contact with the tea, because this one didn't have any zest in contact with the tea. It was only the pith. That one goes all the way through.
That's the best one.
For sure.
Yeah.
You get the warmth.
Very warming.
You get like...
the resinousness.
And you get it baked in.
And a bit more fruit note coming through. It's a bit more sweet, a bit more honeyed.
For sure.
I like that.
Okay, so... I think that it's clear from our experiments that number 1, tangerine better than orange.
Definitely.
Number 2, the bake is definitely worthwhile doing.
Yeah, add something.
Number 3, you've got to put the zest in to create a barrier between the pith and the tea, so there's not too much pith brewing. Number 4, it's better to bake it with it in, which is convenient because otherwise having to take it out, put the zest in, and then put the tea in back on top is annoying.
Yeah.
So we now have a method. The only thing I would say that's still an issue is drainage.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about that?
Don't know. What about if you use an orange and do it like the guy one, like how you were saying? Looks a bit floppy though.
No, that's just going to be a mess. I think it literally is about, maybe it's about lots of holes and smaller, but lots of them. So it's more like a sieve.
Let's try it.
All right, let's get another tangerine. All right, so this is going to be the one I feel like. So first of all, let's take off the little nubbin.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
Nubbin gone. Right, now we're going to cut here. So about a third. You're going to have fun peeling that one, and I'll have fun peeling this one.
Alrighty.
This one's less of an issue because if you break it, then it's not really a problem. And also by flipping it like that, you're actually breaking all the zest pockets. So it actually really adds so much extra. So now this goes inside here like this.
Like
without
so.
breaking anything.
Beautiful.
Like that. Right. Now the tea goes in.
Yeah.
Tea goes in. Heat up our pan. Now I think what you do is bake it now. So you don't like bake it, you don't put the holes in first.
Right.
Because I think that when I put the holes in before and then I baked it, it's sort of sealed up a bit.
Ah, I see.
So I think bake it now. The only thing that we need to figure out is the tea. But I reckon this would work with lots of teas.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I mean, I can't imagine a tea that wouldn't work that well. And it's worth trying all of them. I think a green would work.
Yeah, I think it would work.
I think a white would work.
White might be a bit light, so the orange might come through too much, but we can try.
It might be that for some teas, it's better to not bake it.
True.
That would be the only thing I would say.
True.
Obviously, the classic is ripe puer.
Ripe puer, I was going to say. That's very classic.
Which is the one that would probably be just like winner.
Yeah.
Baking wise, I think you want to bake it until you can see it's starting to singe around the edges here. You can't really see it. But when you want it to, it's going to go sort of white and slightly brown. Slightly, but not too much. And then what we've got is we've got this little skewer here. So instead of the chopstick, which I think is a bit crude, I think we do a bit more elegant, and we have multiple holes, maybe like 9 or 10 holes across all of the surface, so it drains evenly rather than trying to go down and then potentially getting blocked.
That's true.
Okay, I think that's good enough. Right, so we can turn that off.
Let's show.
I'm going to see. Hide behind me.
Yeah.
See? Like a little bit blackened. And the smell coming off it, wow. Wow.
Oh man, that smells like an orange cake, like a polenta, orange polenta cake.
Okay, so now I'm taking this skewer and I'm poking through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I reckon 12 should be good. There you go. 12 holes all around. Smell
nice.
is great. All right, now let's see if that did the trick. All right, come on, work now, drainage, work. Ooh, that looks better.
So much
better.
Let
it rain. Okay, that is definitely the one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to work on number of holes. I actually think that's a little bit too fast, possibly.
Yeah.
I did 12, maybe 9, the classic 9-hole star.
Yeah.
Which is what they use for pots a lot, you know, that 9-hole.
That's true.
But definitely that drains much more easily.
What a nice color too. Look at that. That's like a perfect, not too dark, not too light.
Yeah, I reckon 9 holes would be the one. That looks good.
Oh, that smells good.
So we're going to put this to the side. And you can obviously then keep that and then just keep infusing. Of course, we've got a lot of tea and oranges.
Really smells like orange polenta cake.
Smells so good. That smells really good. All right, here we go. Our new and improved version, I think.
Ta-da!
Winner.
Okay, that is definitely the best. It's sweet, like honey. There's no bitterness.
It's honeyed as well. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Very honeyed.
That bake has put caramel in. The tangerine has added that complexity.
Oh, that's delicious. And tangerine,
okay, I can get down with that.
Tangerine is good for digestion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you age a tangerine, that's what they add in Chinese medicine. So
I can definitely imagine that working super well with the ripe pu'er. But we're going to have to test out different teas.
Sure.
So let's do a little, we'll just do a speed run. We'll empty that out and try different teas with the same tangerine because we don't want to go through more. We've got like a lot of tangerines to eat later. Yeah. And then we'll come back and let you know which teas we think work. Okay, so we've tested all the tea types and they all worked.
They all worked.
They all really worked.
Really nice.
The only one that we've got left is this one, which we've saved till the end and I think is going to be a favorite. So 9 holes here. So we've made a new tangerine here. We've got, look how much we've done. This is kind of a craziness, but anyway, we're going to, don't worry, we'll sort it out. We'll eat the tangerines. We might not brew the tea, but we'll eat the tangerines. So this is 9 holes. I think that that's about right.
I mean, it's not a bad thing because ripe pu'er is nice when it's strong anyway.
Yeah. So I think that this method works. It definitely works for all tea types. You know, what's the difference between this and just using zest? Well, it's the bake.
Yeah,
but you could bake the zest.
You could.
So you could like peel off some zest, just bake it with the tea a little bit, or just bake it separately, put it in. Probably less hassle, probably easier. You can then control the brew. So overall, I would say this is much more for the social media, you know, look rather than for necessarily the best technique. But overall, it works. Yeah. It does work, and it kind of looks cool, right?
It does look
and you can definitely like then take this and just
keep infusing it.
Keep infusing it. All right, here we go. So this is ripe pu'er. The smell of tangerine and ripe pu'er is always a winner. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Probably the best.
That is the best.
Although they all really did work. Surprisingly, we did white, we did green, we did, you know, light oolongs, dark oolongs. They all worked. Raw pu'ers, they all worked. But I think that this is just the classic.
This is like super sweet.
Yeah.
It almost has a Coca-Cola taste to it.
Oh, that is gorgeous. That is really gorgeous. So the conclusions are you can use this technique. You need to improve it in the way that we've said. So use tangerines, cut a third top and take out all the segments and flip that top round, put it in so that the tea is not touching the pith, bake it, poke your holes in and percolate through. You could, as we said, just take peel and do it a bit easier way. That's probably how I would do it in the future, but it does work and it works for all teas. So give it a try. That's it, tea heads. Check out our other videos, taste our teas wherever you are in the world by browsing mayleaf.com and come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, this is Celine and I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and the weird stuff brewed in fruits and spread the word because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.